Okay. So we're going to jump right into it. The first 3 movements are going to be kind of like warm-up based. We're going to start with a side plank hip abduction. So we're in a supported side plank position. We want to make sure that from the knee to the shoulder to the armpit is in a straight line. Toes are flexed back. We're going to lift that leg up 12 times. So we have 2, core is staying pulled in, 4, 5, 6, 7, perfect, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, perfect, excellent. We'll just switch on over to the other side. All right, toes are flexed back. We lift for 1, shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. Good, trying to get up to about hip height. I think I'm struggling a little bit. Perfect. All right, banded glute press. I am going to try starting off with the hip sling. So we'll be in a quadruped position. We're going to keep this right above the knees. So in that quadruped position, we are going to try to lift our leg up for 45 seconds. And I will show you what that looks like. All right, so what it will be is this is the active position, and we're trying to drive for 45 seconds, okay? Taking off in 3, in 2, and here we go. So 45 seconds on one side. Trying to exhale as we drive the foot up. Trying to feel quite a bit of this within the hamstring and your glute. At this point, we have about 30 seconds left. Trying to keep tension within the glute. Also very, very important, we are trying to keep the core braced. So no bending of the back, maintaining a nice flat back. Perfect. While we're here on the elbows, we are pushing the elbows down into the ground so we have a nice active position, lighting up the serratus a little bit. We have about 6 seconds left. Perfect. We have 3, 2, and 1. We're going to transition over in 3, 2, here we go. We're exhaling, driving the heel up towards the ceiling, inhaling, bringing it back down. These don't need to be fast. Perfect. Back stays super flat. Nice work. 30 seconds left. From here, we will be transitioning over onto our back, and we can keep the band on. We're going to be going into about 45 seconds of dead bug heel taps, using the band for a little bit of extra resistance. So if you didn't want the band, you could simply slip it off. 10 more seconds. Exhale, press the heel up, really stretch the band. For 3, 2, and 1. We'll transition over onto our back. Again, I'm just going to leave the band on, giving us a little bit more resistance, but you could take it off. So back is flat into the floor. Clock is on in 3, 2, and 1. So in this active position, you're going to try to put a heel to the floor without letting the back peel up. I like to think of inhaling the heel to the floor and then exhaling, pulling it back. Everything here is in resistance. So pressing the band apart, but then resisting the ease of which it could pull you back. Excellent. We have about 15 seconds left. Very, very good. 10 more seconds. In this position, make sure that the TVA is fully engaged. Pelvic floor is lifted up. We have 3, we have 2, and 1. Perfect. We're going to start over from the top. You can take the band off or leave it. I'm tempted. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to leave it on. See what happens. 12 reps in this position. Pushing tall through that shoulder. Keep in mind that if it didn't feel good up here, we could be down on the forearm. All right, here we go. We lift for 1. Oh boy. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not getting very high, 9, 10, 2 more. Very good, 1 more. Wow, barely any movement. Setting up on the other side. Leg is extended, toes are active. We lift for 1, for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Wow, it's very, very limited. Okay, heel press, 45 seconds. First side, we take off in 3. Nice active position to start. 2, here we go. Pressing that heel up, keeping tension throughout the band, resisting the way down, resisting as you press up. Nice and strong. Inhale the knee down, exhale as you contract and press it up. Neck stays fairly relaxed, nice and long through the neck. We have about 15 seconds left. Nice work. We're going for 10. Keep pressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch it out. Active start in 3, 2, here we go. Press and control back down. As we press, we exhale. Really try to contract the glute. See if you can keep it under tension for most of this movement, even on or in that start position. There you go. Flex the toes. Heel presses straight up. Very, very good. "15 seconds. Nice work. Almost there. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip on over to your back. Keeping the band on. Again, active core position, so back is already flat. We'll take off in 3, 2, and here we go. Inhale, heel towards the floor. Exhale, pull back. Keep the knees or the thighs about hip width distance. 30 seconds left right here. In regards to the arms, they can be up towards the ceiling. They can be down by the floor. Whatever works for you. If you're struggling to keep your back on the floor, you can always try to lift the head. 15 seconds left. Less than 10. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, because I had such limited range of motion, I am taking this off. We'll start off with our final set of the side plank hip abduction. 12 reps. Nice straight line from shoulder down to the knee. Leg is extended. We lift. 1, 2, 3. Very active through that foot. Good. For 5, 6. Perfect. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. Excellent. Perfect. Let's switch over to the other side. Supported position. Strong and tall through the core. Belly is already wrapped. Foot is flexed. Here we go. We lift for 1, 2, 3. Good, Sam. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 9, 10. 2 more. Woo! And perfect. Okay, final time. Quadruped heel press. Again, 45 seconds on one side, really stretching that band, keeping the glutes under tension. We take off in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Exhale and press. Control it back down. Trying to keep, again, the back nice and flat, but also trying to keep the hips square. So here I'm pressing my left heel towards the ceiling, so I'm trying not to open my hips towards the left, keeping that left hip turned down towards the floor. So good. Just about 15 seconds left. Again, drive the elbows down into the floor. Core is fairly active. We have less than 10. Big press. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. We take off in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Exhale and press. Inhale it back down. Nice work. We have just about 30 seconds left. Again, front of the body, all the way from armpits towards your hip bones is turned on, helping to stabilize and support. 15 seconds. Now, depending on the resistance you have within the band, that is going to limit your range of motion or dictate your range of motion, but really just work it. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, final dead bug, and then we move on. We're in an active core position, taking off in 3, 2, and here we go. So anytime I say active core, that would mean the back is flat, and we are just like turned on. I just said turnt instead of turn. Very good. Inhale the heel down. Exhale, pull. 30 seconds. Keep the legs bent to 90 degrees. So lower those shins a little bit. There you go. 15 seconds. If lowering the heel to the floor has the back pick up, then don't touch the floor. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the band. Perfect. All right. As it is super early, if you need a sip of water or coffee, go ahead and grab it. Next up, I'm going to switch to a mini band. We're going to be doing a supine, so a face down band abduction. So I'm going to start the first round with it right above my knees. As we go, if you need to make it harder, I'd say put it further down your feet, okay? So it's a supine position, so face down. Again, starting with it up above the knees will make this a little bit easier, and if we need to increase our challenge, we'll put it down further. So we have 45 seconds. You can support your chin, or you can just choose to be totally flat. But for 45 seconds, the legs start somewhat close together. As we lift, we're then separating and bringing them back down and together, okay? Taking off in 3, 2, and here we go. So we lift and separate. Oops. Perfect. Just screwed up my clock a little bit there, but that's all right. We will get it back. Perfect. As we lift, we separate the band. I did say from the start with the feet close together. What we're going to do, Sam, is we're going to stay lifted and just spread. So stay lifted and spread. There we go. That seems a little bit better with this starting position with it above the knees. We'll work here for about 10 more seconds. Perfect. We're here for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stand up. I'm going to say for you, you're going to swap out that band for a hip sling. We're going to go into monster walk and monster waddle. We'll be doing the two of them in kind of like a box-like pattern. So for about 45 seconds, I'm just going to start the clock, and you can start moving with me. So line up on one end of your mat, taking off in 3, 2, and 1. So I'll tell you when we switch over to waddle, But for right now, we're doing our walk. So stepping side to side, knees are turning out. We have the femurs really turning out, so you've got that external rotation. We're in a bit of a hip hinge. Perfect. We're gonna make our way back to this, to where we started, and then we'll turn and we'll go into a waddle. So from here, we turn to the length of our mat, and we're gonna waddle to the top, and then we're gonna bring it backwards. Stay in this. Try to make your way to the top of the mat one more time. We have 3, we have 2, and 1. Perfect. This is where we're gonna go into a banded deadlift. So use whatever weight is right for you. I'm gonna use 2 dumbbells instead of a kettlebell, but either is fine. We are gonna leave the band on, okay? And so if we're starting, this is my start position. Feet are hip width apart, and I'm already spreading that band apart, okay? All right, so from here, we are gonna work for 45 seconds. The movement, sitting the hips back, only coming to about mid-shin, and then squeezing back up to the top. We take off in 3, 2, and here we go. Shoulders are set down the back, strong hip hinge, and then pull to the top. Spread the band apart. Core stays pulled up and in. Squeeze everything towards the midline. Time under tension. Finding a weight that works for you for 45 seconds of work. We have about 15 seconds left. In the bottom position, so those lowest position that you're in, make sure those shoulders are hugged down. There you go, perfect. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now you have an option. We're gonna start over from the top. You can leave this band on or go back to the mini band. I'm gonna try to do this first set with this band on, just to see, explore, see what it feels like. Again, it's 45 seconds of us spreading that band apart, trying to keep the glutes on the whole time. We will stay lifted the whole time. 3, 2, and here we go. So we're spreading it, coming back. Perfect, staying lifted though the whole time. Nice work. Spread. Nice work, stay lifted. We are here for about 20 more seconds. Spread, almost have like a little bit of a static hold on the outside of that spread. Can you stay lifted? We have 10 more seconds. Try not to rest the feet on the floor. Get the quads off the floor. Spread, come on. We have 3, we have 2, and 1. Perfect. We bring ourselves to the top of the mat for our monster walk. Here we go. Stepping it out, really trying to spread the band. Still keeping your core nice and active. As we're stepping, we want to avoid turning the knees in, so really spread them out. Perfect. We have about 30 seconds left right here. Big steps to the side. We're going to turn and go into our waddle in 3, 2, waddle it out. So feet are at least hip width apart. Knees do not turn inwards. They are stacked right over the ankles. We have 10 seconds left. Nice work. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing your weight for your deadlifts. We are taking off in 3, 2, here we go. Active through the shoulders, spread the band, soften the knees even more once you get past the knees. So start with a strong hip hinge, setting those hips back, and then bend the knees a bit at the very low, right below the knees. Squeeze to the top. Keep the glutes under tension. Maybe a little bit of an inhale depending on your weight on the way down. Exhaling to the top. If the weight is super heavy, you can go ahead and try to lock breath at the top. We have less than 15 seconds. Very, very good. We have 5, 4, 3. Spread that band. 2 and 1. Nice work. We are going to go through 2 more times. So we start back on our stomachs. 45 seconds, super active, all in the glutes. We take off in 3, 2. Here we go. So we're spreading as we stay lifted. Perfect. Separate that band. Try to relax the neck. Really feel those glutes being fired up. Keep the core active. This is not a relaxed position with the core. Staying nice and strong through there. 15 more seconds. Spread, spread, spread. Do you have an equal contribution from the left and right side? Tap into that. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Monstering it out. Let's start with waddle this time. 3, 2, here we go. So that little dance to the front. When I walk forwards, I like to think heel toe. When I walk backwards, I like to think toe heel. So a little reversal. Separate the band, going nice and wide. We have about 10 more seconds. Actually, let's switch when we get to the top of the mat here. So turning sideways, going into monster walk. Keeping those knees turned out. If we're starting to see that we can't keep them turned out, we just take a smaller step. We have less than 10. It really does add up. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Getting ready for deadlift. We take off in 3, 2, here we go. Shoulders are set, core is set. Very, very good. Anchor the shoulders down the back. Separate the band with the knees, keeping yourself in constant activation if possible. 15 seconds. Nice work. We have less than 10. Hip hinge, strong drive to the top. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last time through, we start off on our bellies again. Oh, good morning, Annie. All right, 3, 2, here we go. So separating that band, trying not to let the feet actually come back together all the way. Beautiful, very, very good. Nice work. 30 seconds. Separate the band, keep the quads lifted off the floor. Again, core is tight. Not just a soft bit of tissue laying into the floor. There's a bit of firmness. We have 10 more seconds. Separate it. Come on, stay lifted. Go a little higher if you can. We have 3. We have 2 and 1. Getting ourselves up. Getting ready for our final monster. 3, 2, here we go. Turns out I'm starting off again with a monster walk. If you wanted to start with waddle, you could. If you're working out barefoot, yep, make sure toes are active. They're gripping as you walk. Top of the mat, go ahead and turn to the other variation. Drive the knees out. Core is active. Staying in a hip hinge. Beautiful, 10 more seconds. Walking it out, come on. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very, very good. Final time with our deadlift. All right, taking off in 3, 2, here we go. Active position, hip hinge, lowering to the floor, squeezing back up. Core stays active. Shoulders are drawn down the back. Separate the band. Very good, 20 seconds left. Back is flat, no rounding of the spine. Super strong through the core, less than 10. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Taking a little break. We are going to be going into a dumbbell glute bridge, dumbbell or kettlebell. So the weights will be right here on the hips. We're going to be rising up and coming back down. We're going to be there for a minute. From there, we are going to be in a plank position. I'm going to choose to elevate my hands. So I'm going to be on top of both of my dumbbells. We're in our plank position. We're going to do a glute drive and then bring it up to the knee, or bring it up to the elbow, extend it back, tap it down. We'll be doing that fairly slow, keeping ourselves under tension the whole time. All right, so weights are set, they're nearby. We're gonna do 1 minute of glute bridge. We are taking off in, let me get mine on, 3, in 2, and here we go. So you hold the weights in place, we rise up, and we lower back down. If you want, you could never touch the hips back down to the floor, so you can kind of keep the glutes under a little bit more tension. Try to avoid lifting the weights with your hands and just let them rest on the hips. Shouldn't feel this in the back. We want to be having a posterior pelvic tilt, so you're scooping your pelvis, squeezing your glutes, keeping them under tension the whole time. We have less than 30 seconds. Think of having that mini band or hip sling up above the knees, so there's that little bit of press out. Very, very good. Excellent. 10 more seconds. Squeeze and press to the top. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights can be removed off to the side, or to place your hands on for a little bit of height off the floor. Again, we'll be here for a minute. We're taking off in 3, in 2, and here we go. So starting in a strong plank, right leg lifts, drive it up high on the arm, bring it back, lower it down. Left leg lifts, feel that in the glute. Lift, get into your core, drive it back to the glute, foot down. Perfect. We have less than 40 seconds. We're moving super slow, time under tension. Getting back into the glute, perfect. We have less than 30. High up on the arm, almost to the armpit. Drive back through the glute. Beautiful work. Less than 20 seconds. Smooth drives, so, so good. Coming into our final 10. Pelvic floor stays lifted. Glute is on. We have 3, 2, and 1. These are our 2 movements. So we're going to just transition back over onto our backs, getting ready for our weighted glute bridge. 1 minute on the clock. We are taking off in 3, 2, here we go. Smooth drive up, control back down. Again, you can stay in almost like a pulse type motion, never actually fully resting back down on the floor. Breathe, really scoop your pelvis. Nice work. Let the weights be super heavy on the hips. 30 seconds left. Squeeze and squeeze. You got this. Pelvic floor is lifted. Pelvis itself is tucked. Posterior pelvic tilt. Less than 15. We have 8. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep those glutes under tension. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, plank position. The weights hurt your hands as they hurt mine. I'm going to turn my weight and try it this way. All that time under tension on my palms hurt. 3, 2, here we go. All right, strong plank position. Glute kick. Drive the knee up, nice and slow. Extend it back. Lift the glute, lift the leg. Drive it up. Kick it back. Perfect. Pelvic floor stays lifted. In the plank position, the shoulders are drawn down the back. When you go ahead and go for your kick, there is no movement in your spine. Everything is super stable. We have less than 30 seconds. So good. 20 seconds. Very, very good. We've got just about 10. Come on. Lift. Drive it up. We have 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Final time in our glute bridge. Just checking the time here. Perfect. We are great. Okay. Glute bridge. We are taking off in 3, in 2, and here we go. Exhale, lift the hips. Get those weights nice and heavy. I know it can be a little awkward trying to hold them in place. Squeezing to the top. Posterior pelvic tilt. No arching in the back. Really think of squeezing your glutes more than you ever have before. Big squeeze to the top. Come on. We have less than 30 seconds. Beautiful. We have just about 15. Big strong press. Come on. Squeeze and lower it back down and squeeze and lower. 10. Come on. Lift and lower. Drive the knees out. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right. Final time in our plank position. Whatever works for you in terms of hand placement, we are taking off in 3, in 2, and here we go. Glute lift. Drive the knee up nice and high. Get it back. Place it back down. Lift. Drive it up. Bring it back. Put it down. Pelvic floor is lifted. Lower ribs are knit. Butt is tucked. Squeeze everything. Everything. Even that leg that is staying back. Supporting you in that plank position. So much tension within it. Very good. We have about 20 seconds. Very good. We have almost 15. Here we go. Drive it back. Beautiful work. We have 10. Come on. Very good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew. Nice work. What we're going to finish with, frog pump. Frog pump and toe touch. So we're going to get through 3 rounds of this. I am going to place weight on my hips for the frog pump. Frog pump is with your feet together, legs are open up nice and wide. From here, you're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Again, I'm going to place the weight right on my hips. We're here for about a minute, so if you need to, you can remove the weight. For the toe touch, Legs are extended up. We're gonna reach right hand towards the outside of the left foot, coming up on the elbow, and then opposite. So we do support ourselves on the elbow, okay? We'll get through 3 rounds of this, and that is it. We'll put us right at the end. 3, 2, and here we go. Squeezing and lifting. Trying to really connect with your glutes. Driving, I like to think of driving my knees down towards the floor. There you go, perfect. We still want that posterior pelvic tilt. Very, very good. On this one, we will kind of just keep the clock running. So we want to make sure that those transition times are super fast. So waste no time getting into the next movement. We have about 20 seconds left right here. Top the pelvis as you lift. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Less than 15. Very, very good. Keep squeezing. Taking the weight off if you've got weight in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs are up, and we start. Exhale up towards the foot. If you need to, you can bend the legs and reach beyond the knee. Pull the core in. Exhale as you come up. Taking your time. A minute here is quite a while. Less than 30. These are our final movements. Release tension from your neck, especially the back side of your neck. Pull the core in. We have 10. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting ready for frog pump, going right into it when you are ready. Clock stays running. Man, those toe touches are going to get hard. Lift the hips. Even contribution between both sides of the body. Press the knees down towards the floor. Tuck the pelvis. Try to breathe with each rep. Exhale up, inhale down. We have less than 30 seconds. Very, very good. On the toe touches, if you do fatigue, you can always come into a static dead bug position. That would be better than compensating and kind of throwing error into other areas. We have less than 10. We're coming into 4, 3, 2. Weight comes off. We are set and we are going. Exhaling up. Taking your time. Pulling the core in. Keeping the neck nice and long. Using the elbow to help reach. Prop yourself up and reach. It is not cheating. Less than 30. Come on. We have about 15 seconds. Squeeze the legs together. Less than 10. Come on. These get so hard. Come on, come on. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Man, start sliding everywhere too. All right, final round. Clock is on. This is it. Final 2 elements, and we are done. Just a good old booty start for the day. A little bit of core. Hopefully, for the rest of the day, as you're moving, you just have a little bit more awareness of the involvement of your glutes. Tuck the pelvis. We have less than 30 seconds. This one seems to fly by, and the toe touches seem to take forever. 15 seconds. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Come on. Almost. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, weight to the side. Final effort right here. And we are on. Oh man. These hurt. Lift and touch. Lift and touch. 40 seconds. Come on. Try to touch the side of the ankle. You have your modifications that you can come to if you need to. Bending the knees is one of them. I'm going to that. Still reaching beyond the knee. 15 seconds. 10. Come on. Very good. Keep going. For 6. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up those knees. Rock side to side. We will not go through a stretch today. We will just let the knees open up here for a second. Move them around, kind of floss that hip joint. Very, very good. Rocking on the spine, forward and back. Rolling it out a little bit. And then that is it. Nice work. So good, Sam. Yeah, you're welcome. How do you feel?